AITA for stopping going out to eat with a friend because she is always broke. I have a friend group trio, John, Ally and I. We hang out almost every day smoking, hanging out or eating. Ally confronted John and I saying we hurt her feelings, so I'm posting this to ask if we really were the assholes. Ally is always broke, but will take advantage if you offer. Examples are: 1. Go to a drive-thru. She is broke, so you offer to get her something. She will say no, but when you order, she changes her mind and will order so much food. 2. She also will order the most expensive thing on the menu on someone else's dime. I think that's rude, since the only reason one of us is covering her is because we are tired of her dollar menu budget. Like lines. Order a 10 fried rice, and she will get a 22 Mongolian steak meal on my dime. 3. Ally didn't drive for a long time and lived 25 minutes away, while John and I live in the same neighborhood. She lives near nothing, so we would go pick her up. Never asked for gas money ever. Ally has a car now, and John was in a wreck, so he lost his car. My car was in the shop for one day and Ally picked us up. We go a park a mile from my house. After she asks John and I to both give her 5 for gas. This starts a brief issue cause we never asked before and explained our point. She wrecked her car now, so we are back to picking her up. 4. Ally smokes weed, but doesn't contribute to paying. She says she feels bad and isn't gonna smoke, but then asks to hit the blunt. We have expressed that we feel like we are being taken advantage of because we pay for her anytime we do something. Months later no change was made. We all have jobs, but the difference is Ally has no bills while we do. So John and I just stopped offering. We go out to eat without her and have always just switched off paying on food and activities. We don't care about the not contributing to weed, but with food we just don't offer or always hit a drive-thru if she is around. We also still don't ask for gas money. This came to head when Ally asked to go get Chinese and said she had her own money. When the check came, John asked to split the check 2 ways. It was John's turn to pay for my food. Ally got pissed and accused me of cheating on my BF since John paid for my food. So we explained that switch off who pays for meals and activities lately. She gets even madder and says we purposely excluded her from going out. John explained that we were just always tired of footing her bill when we orders the most expensive thing on the menu and never offers to pay herself. We also brought up how we discussed it and nothing changed till we just changed it ourselves. She just got even angrier and said since she is such a leech and burden she is leaving. We never said those words. Then she texted my BF and said I was cheating cause John and I been going on dates. BF of course knows what I am up to, so no problem there. But now I am generally curious if we were acting like assholes. Lines accept the judgment and apologize if we are. NTA. What is going on with Ally? Not only is she mooching, but she just accused you of cheating on your boyfriend over something completely innocuous, and she contacted him about it. And clearly she knows that her behavior is at least partly wrong, because she referred to herself, albeit ironically, as a leech. I can't believe that, even after she had time to cool down, she still insists that you hurt her feelings. I vote you continue going out to dinners with John and leave Ally out of the invite. In fact, you should exclude her from your hangouts altogether. She doesn't sound like a fun person to be around, and she definitely doesn't sound like a good friend. The cheating comment really pissed me off, honestly. John and my BF have been friends since kindergarten, and John actually introduced me to my BF 5 years ago, so that accusation really would have held some weight and would have destroyed a lifelong relationship. If my BF had taken her seriously, she could have ruined my relationship, John S and BF's relationship, and John and his girlfriend's relationship, all cause we went out to eat without her. You are probably right about needing to continue to exclude her. NTA. I sometimes had friends with more money than me in my late teens, early 20s, and heck sometimes I took advantage if they insisted. They did not mind buying me food by getting something small and cheap. I did also usually insist on buying when I did have money, or get them something for birthday, Christmas. Your example of getting fried rice when she would get a 22 steak on your dime is ridiculous. Any benefit of the doubt or skepticism I had that she was tar, not you or John, was gone the second she said you were cheating on your boyfriend by having a friend buy you food but not her. She knows what she is doing, and she probably does not even feel bad. She just thinks she needs to look like she feels bad to keep you guys feeling bad for her. The intensely negative self-talk when you guys did finally try to put up a boundary just made it worse. She is a manipulating user, not a broke friend who genuinely feels bad and appreciates your generosity. Thanks for your input. The accusation, I agree, is ridiculous. Literally, I have never run into a financial disagreement with anyone I have ever kicked it with. 90 if not more of the time with anyone else, one of us just covers the bill with no second thought. This is first time I had to set a boundary like this. If my BF would have believed her, she would have probably single-handedly ruined my 5-year relationship. John's 2-year relationship and John and BF's 16-year friendship. Some people's partners hate when they hang out with the opposite gender, so I feel lucky to be able to go out and hang with whoever I please with no issues. NTA. She totally is. You cannot expect your friends to foot the bill all the time, and when they do, you do not order the most expensive thing on the menu. She is totally taking advantage of you and is not really a friend. NTA. Why are you even friends with this person? She expects you to pay because she cannot manage her money. If she is so broke, then why is she going out to eat? When you stop paying, she accuses you of cheating. WTF. Does she bring anything good to your life? More than likely spends all of her own money on herself without OP and John. She has no money because she spends it before they hang out. Or she outright lies about not having money, as you said. Personally, I would love to get an explanation from Ally as to where her money goes if she works, has no bills, and never pays for anything when going out. I'm still putting bets on her spending her entire paycheck the moment she gets it. NTA. And I did say you handled the whole thing pretty well. Ally is dealing with the sting of being called out and lashing out. If she removes herself from the friend group, that might be sad, but it may also be what she needs to do to grow past her entitlement. She is going to be in for a shock learning experience when her next group of friends also does not want to finance her lifestyle. NTA. She was taking advantage of you too, and now you two are no longer of use to her. Of course she is going to storm off. Her storming off is her last chance to gaslight you two into letting her take advantage of you two again. Don't. You have to tell her if she wants to remain friends, she will need to pay her way, and don't order food for her in the future, in case she accidentally left her purse at home. NTA. I will also give you some insight on what it is like to be the broke friend. I'm currently an unemployed SAHM. Money is tight, and I feel guilty spending my husband's money frivolously. My friend used to be co-worker when we first met, now has a great paying job, has had 3 raises in a year and hefty, just because bonuses and holiday bonuses. She is constantly footing the bill when we do go out, significantly less now cause I told her I feel bad about it, and gives expensive Xmas and birthday gifts I cannot hope to match. This is what I do on my end. When she does foot the bill, I order the cheapest thing. I insist on buying us boba tea, that is our thing. It is not the same amount spent, but at least she did not have to pull out her wallet for something. When she needs help with whatever, I always try to be there for her, be it driving her to the airport, making her a 2 AM hot cocoa to calm her nerves cause BF is being a dick, driving a new set of clothes Al Nan with some milk tea and homemade cookies to her work cause her dumbus did not put the pen cap on when it went into her pocket. This is what friends do when they are appreciative and actually friends. Ally is a user and a victim. Users do not like being called out on their crap and will lash out in the most hurtful way when they know they will no longer be able to use said person's victim of circumstance. It is her versus the world and nothing is ever her fault. You best believe you and John are the bad guys in her twisted reality, and that is not likely to change. Best thing you and John can do is to move on and have no further contact with this toxic person. You are a good friend. I've had a mooch friend and then a friend like you. I am the friend with the money just because. Good job and all. The friend like you. Never even occurred to me that I was the one spending because she shows love in other ways. Like you. Just constantly bringing me little things she thought I'd like and whatnot. She made me a set of killer wool socks for Christmas because I complained that my feet are always cold. I never even think about the money spent because it is real friendship. Just being there for someone means so much. I show love by buying dinner. She makes me thoughtful things. Honestly, I feel like the loser in the friendship sometimes because she is just a ball of love and I can contribute. Money, it seems so trash compared to her gifts. The mooch friend. Just like this person. Quick to demand money if she even spent a penny on you. Also quick to find ways to get it next time. Next time was never. Anyway, not the point to talk about the mooch. From the other side, I love having a friend like you. NTA, your friend has been mooching off you as much as she can. Whether she admits it or not. She is obviously money conscious if she feels happy to ask you and you're free to pay for gas etc. but thinks nothing of it when she is being picked up. As for ordering off the menu and often getting really expensive items, that is just a really rude thing to do. I think most people with any sense of decency would usually try to order something cheaper in those circumstances or just actually pay their own way. If your friend wants to move on, then let her. I think there is a pretty big lack of respect on her side and you and your other friend will be better off. NTA. Nah, I have a friend who reminds me of Ally. He will always seem to forget his wallet or spend money on other non-essential things and then expect us to pay for him in regards to stuff like food. I no longer pay for stuff for him because it is unfair on the rest of us and he is taking advantage of us all. On one occasion, I did not have enough money to get food and had not had anything to eat, so my other friend treated me to a KFC meal. However, as soon as I got paid the following week, I transferred money to her and explained that was for the meal. I did not want to feel like I was letting her pay for me without me paying her back. Her cheating accusation really should lead to consequences. Were I you, I would consider telling her that any person who would blatantly lie in an attempt to sabotage your relationship is not a friend. I mean, seriously, what she did was a friendship ender. The ball is in your court now. I would absolutely sever ties with her and be very clear that it was because she viciously lied with intent to harm you and others. Good riddance. NTA. Obviously. NTA, you discussed it and her behavior did not change. She is a mooch, and instead of being embarrassed about it, she was angry and entitled. I have a friend that I would pick up to hang out and help with his food. He was always embarrassed and paid when he could. He was working, but took over his parents' household bills because they lost their jobs. I would rethink your friendship with her if she feels that entitled to your money and possessions. I get that it can be hurtful to see your friends making plans without you, but at the same time, your group dynamic does not negate your different relationships. Within that dynamic, you are allowed to make one-on-one plans with John, just as much as Ally is allowed to make one-on-one plans with either of you. You did everything right. You explained your frustrations with her, but she did not change her behavior. So getting left out is now the consequence that she has to deal with. NTA. NTA. I'm not one to immediately suggest dropping someone as a friend, but this sort of resentment builds over time. Even if you do make up, it is gonna be on everyone's mind whenever you pay for something. I was going to suggest you stop offering to pay or making excuses for why you cannot pay for her, but she uses you for money, and when you put your foot down, she tries to wreck your relationship. She is a bad friend, and you do not need her in your life. NTA. Seriously, I cannot believe the audacity of people like this. It is incredibly tacky to order expensive things when someone else is paying. And you guys have been driving her around for free for who knows how long. But the one time she drives you, she asks for gas money. She is a leech. And she is just mad because you called her out on it. I would seriously cut it off with this person, because that is not how a friend behaves. NTA. Ally is not your friend at this point, she is your defendant. She depends on free rides, meals and weed. I've never seen an issue with helping a friend out that's in a rough spot, but this is absolutely taking advantage of you too. The fact that she got called out and then tried to mess up your relationship also says a lot about her. Find a new friend that pulls their weight in the friendship. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.